Hi, I'm Aaron, and I'm the spirituality coach here at the Canadian Heath Recovery Centre. When guys show up here, I'm probably the least likely person that they would want to talk to initially, because spirituality usually isn't on the top of people's radar. And I can appreciate that, and I understand that. But when they come to my group, the whole goal of the group isn't to convert them, it's to inspire them. To inspire them to consider something once again, or to reconsider something. Simply this idea that is it possible that spirituality is something they haven't considered on the road towards sobriety. We realize in life there are these incredibly compounding effects of seemingly unrelated things. That sometimes when we try and build a life, there are things that we don't include because we think we don't need them, only to discover later on that they were some of the most important things. Here, being a holistic center, we realize early on that diet matters, nutrition matters. And when they eat better food and limit the toxins from their diet, it changes the way they think. They're able to think more clearly, able to hold feelings and thoughts and ideas that, for the most part, they maybe tried to avoid most of their life. Well, there's a whole other aspect of our being. We are not just mind and body. We are mind, body, and soul. And that soul part is a mysterious part. And it's a part that we often don't take into account or care for. We know how to treat our body when our body breaks down. We know how to exercise and treat it better. We know what health looks like. With our minds, we know the same thing. We know that when our thinking is too far in the past, we're stuck in guilt and shame. We know we need better thoughts. We need better ideas. We got to let go of some stuff. When we're too far in the future and we're anxious and we're afraid, we got to change our thinking. We know how to deal with those two aspects of our being. But what about our soul? How do we care for our soul? Especially when it's something that we've never even acknowledged exists. Well, the Canadian Heath Recovery Centre is a holistic center. We care about the whole of who you are. And we do an excellent job on the body and the mind. And we include this conversation about the soul. And what's beautiful about it is the compounding effects when we begin to talk about all three aspects in unison. The lines blur, and we begin to realize that, wow, the soulish ideas, the aspects of us that are divine, these ideas of there's something about us that desires meaning and purpose that can only be found as we talk about spiritual things. It doesn't come from just talking about intellectual ideas or even just physical aspects of this world. Those truths, those ideas come as we talk about this mysterious element of spirit. And so my role here is to introduce this idea and have conversations around this. So guys begin to look at themselves as spiritual as well as physical. And I love it.